very similar to the United States, albeit on a smaller scale. But in terms of the growth trajectory of our model, very, very similar. So we've been in business for just over 20 years. LHH Knightsbridge has, and we service all industries. In terms of functional areas, the most common, I'd say probably 60 to 70% of all of our searches are within the functional areas of finance, HR, IT. For myself, it's operations. I would also add healthcare. I've got a colleague that is exclusively focused on healthcare, and it's quite a popular service for that industry. Not for profit as well. It's a great value proposition. Interim management is for healthcare and not for profit, where clients can bring in somebody senior with that comes from a more sophisticated industry and pass along best practices to their organization in a few months prior to exiting. We also used to get a ton of emergency gap filling situations, and we still do. It sounds like, Pam, you don't get many of those anymore, but we do. The interesting piece with that, when a company calls us saying we just had to exit our head of sales, we need an interim leader. Usually, it's not just a keep the lights on type of scenario. Usually when we chat with our clients about what's going on within their business, they decide that, all right, we need somebody to oversee the day-to-day and keep the lights on, but there's so much going on within the competitive landscape of our industry that we're going to bring somebody that can help us strategically as well, and perhaps plan for change. We absolutely, just like in the permanent world, we place interim leaders that work remotely on a hybrid basis in the office at times, and 5 days a week in the office or facility. Okay, like Pam in the US, we have a very large pool of thousands of interim leaders. In terms of general statistics, about a quarter of our placements are at the C-suite. The rest is divided up between VP and director. Once in a while, we'll place manager level, but it's usually a manager level role that we place with an individual that has director level experience. Okay, so average placement term is about 10 months for us in Canada. 75% of our placements are extended because there's simply more work to be done once the interim executive has shaken up the hornet's nest. And similar to the US, 25% roughly of our assignments do get converted to permanent.